I watched two movie reviews from Jeremy Johns and Chris Stuckman, who I follow on YouTube. I'm subscribed to them, and I like their movie reviews because it's kind of watching Siskel and Ebert, but not in the same type of scenario. But I just watched their two reviews on Jersey Boys, and I strongly disagree with Jeremy Johns and both Chris Stuckman on it, because they gave the film a negative review, like how I view 2001: A Space Odyssey. I've seen Jersey Boys. I've seen the movie theaters. My uncle and I and two other people went to see the film because apparently around Schuylkill County, people don't appreciate real music. If they made a half-ass shitty film about Ariana Grande having sex with Jay-Z, people would see that, and it would be nominated for the best film ever made. But Clint Eastwood, I will agree with Jeremy Johns. He's in the 50-50 range. He can direct a really good movie, then he could direct a very half-assed film. But Jersey Boys is one of his masterpieces, and for the sole purpose of being, Clint Eastwood wanted to make, instead of the fast-pumping Broadway version of the show, he wanted to present it to an audience as if you were with them in the 60s and in their real lives at the particular moment in time when this film is being presented, and it's over 40 years. So, the guy who plays Frankie Valli, he played the original Frankie Valli in the original Broadway production, so he's used to singing the songs, especially on Frankie Valli's note range, and I could do the same thing, except if I sing one song in his note range, it would take me a week and a half to get my voice back to that spot. But this guy does it incredibly brilliant that you kind of feel like you're watching Frankie Valli in the 60s without having Frankie Valli in the film. And everybody does this spot-on job. And Clint Eastwood, he kind of has this ego issue about him, and he adds himself as Rawhide. He gives himself a cameo as Rawhide in this movie, but other than that, Jersey Boys is a masterpiece. 20 years from now, this film is going to be realized as one of the greatest films ever made, especially a biographical film about a music group. And I applaud Clint Eastwood for directing the film, because nobody ever wanted to go on board with it. They've asked Steven Spielberg. He was like, maybe. And he's like, nah. That was the first person they went to. Then they went to George Lucas, and he backed out because he would add C-3PO in the film. Anyway, it's a good thing George Lucas backed out, because he would add C-3PO in the film, or R2-D2. And can you control your sneezes? Anyway.
No.
Overall, Jersey Boys is a great film. It's directed brilliantly by the man who starred and directed Dirty Harry himself. Yes, Clint Eastwood directed those films and starred in them. And I think Jersey Boys is a very underrated film. Jesus Christ. It's a very underrated film by a lot of people. I think from a film aspect, it was directed the way it should. Now, if Clint Eastwood were to present it in the fashion he did in the movie theater, if he were to be chosen to direct a play the way he did the movie, I don't think it would be that well received, because a lot of people today have short attention spans, and unfortunately, it went to Broadway as well. I can't think of one Broadway play where you have an audience where it's like, oh, where's this, where's that, where's this? There's so many people that want to get to the action right away instead of actually trying and watching it happen moment by moment, and Clint Eastwood's good at that. He'll make a movie the same way he views the script. He views the script as in the moment, not, yeah, let's speed this up, let's get to here quick. He takes his time. He's a visionary when it comes to film, no doubt about it. Jersey Boys, one of the best films I ever seen especially about a music group. And I seriously hope in the next 2 years, if they ever make a film about Elton John, that Clint Eastwood would direct it, because, let's face it, Clint Eastwood is just one of those directors that you have ultimately the most profound respect for. And acting, he's a 50-50 actor. He's a hit-or-miss actor. But as a director, he's the Einstein of directors. He knows what he wants to do, where he wants it in the film, and he doesn't even need to edit the film. The way it's shot perfectly already. The film's shot perfectly already, and literally, there was no editing process for this film. It was shot the way it was, and it's brilliantly directed. He was the producer, director, and editor at the same time. I mean, that's what Clint Eastwood's known for. I mean, $1 Million Baby, no editing process. It was shot the way it was. It was shot brilliantly, and that's another underrated film of Clint Eastwood. It's a very heartfelt film. It's very sad, but yet it's a great film. I can't say enough how much I respect the man as an actor and a director. I can't express enough how much I have that much respect for him, because he's a genius when it comes to film. And that's my review on Jersey Boys. If you've seen Jersey Boys, how did you like it? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or share it with somebody who knows very little about film. Yep, see you next time.